my recent experience in the hospital has kind of triggered some memories of some previous hospital experiences and some thoughts and some things that went through my mind during those times. First one was in 2013. I had diverticulitis and I'd gone in to have a procedure done in my intestines, and something went wrong after the procedure. Something went terribly wrong. And I remember waking up in ICU, and there, waiting for me to wake up, the person became my wife. We weren't married at the time. We'd actually only known each other for about 4 months. And she went to great lengths to stay with me to make sure that things went right. And she was like, well, they thought you were going to die. They had me, they had me contact your family. And somewhere along the way, I'd given her contact information from my family and all that. So she had contacted my family and said, they don't think he's going to make it. They don't think he's going to live. I remember being in ICU. I remember they had me on all the machines and the monitors, and one was my heart, and one was my pulse ox, the percentage. One was my respiration, and as I inhaled, the line would go up, and as I exhaled, the line would go down. And I discovered that if I held my breath, the line would go flat. And so I began to inhale and hold my breath, and then I would exhale a little bit and hold my breath, and then I would inhale some more and hold my breath, and then exhale. So I began drawing skylines, which amused me a lot more than it amused the nurses. Funny, their reaction to my skylines was not as much approval. They were not as impressed by it as I was. And I remember thinking, well, I didn't die. 2 years later, there was a lot of issues, a lot of scarring, and some of that ultimately led to a bowel obstruction. And I went in the hospital again. And this time I was married. This time my wife took me to the hospital. Same person, 2 years later. And I woke up in ICU, and she was like, well, you fooled them again. They thought you were going to die. They thought that you were on your way. They had me call your family again. They thought I was going to die, but I didn't. Twice, I did not die. And I began to reflect on that. And over the last 2 years, since then, the last 3 years, I've had a lot of opportunity to think about, I didn't die twice. Twice, my wife was told, contact the family, he's probably not going to make it, but here I am. And that is something of a miracle, I think. And I think that's also something of a compulsion to do something. And I began to think what that was. And so naturally, I relied on my spiritual, my Christian tradition. I looked into, scriptures on the purpose of people and what people are to do. And Dietrich Bonhoeffer has a saying that the people of the church, the people of the churches, the community, are the visible God to the world. My way of saying that is that we are to demonstrate God's love, the Creator's love, to all creation. We're to demonstrate the love of God, to live it in such a way that we show love through what we do, through what we say, through how we act, and that has become kind of what I try to do. And it looks like saying good afternoon to the cashier at the store, or have a nice day to the person who gives me my food at McDonald's, or greeting people as they pass by in the hall. seeing people in the grocery store and stopping to say, hey, how you doing today? What time do you get off? Kids who work there that I know. Well, you're going to make it. It's just a few more hours. I was kidding around, talking to someone. I forget who it was. They're asking me about my YouTube channel. I was like, well, at some point, I'm gonna make a video about everything I know and load it up. I'm gonna put everything I know into a video, and then I'll be done. Once everything in my head is on video, I'll put it up on YouTube. I'll be done with it. Eric Erickson has this developmental stage for people my age, where he says that we are passing on our experiences and our material possessions and our wisdom and our tips and techniques to younger people who are following. And I honestly believe that is something I have embraced. It was like, yeah, I didn't die twice. I'm supposed to be doing something. I'm supposed to be making a difference, passing things on, making life for the people around me just a little bit better, smiling, maybe doing something that will cause someone else to smile. I didn't die twice. That has to mean something. That has to, beyond the medical miracle and beyond the miracle, the reality of still being here, it makes me want to do something. It makes me want to create change, create a difference. It makes me want to make the life of people around me a little bit better. And so I say hi to people in the hall, and I wave, and I do all those things. Does it make their life any better? I don't know. But it feels like the right thing for me to be doing. Because I didn't die twice. I'm here for some purpose. I'm here to do something.